Welcome. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of infinitives and how they function as nouns in English grammar. Infinitives, those simple to, ya one verb forms, are more powerful than you might think. They can act as the subject of a sentence, the direct object of a verb, or even as a predicate noun. Throughout this video, we'll explore real examples, practical exercises, and tips to help you master infinitives in your writing and speech. Let's start by understanding what infinitives are and why they're so important in constructing clear, effective sentences. Let's begin with infinitives as subjects. When an infinitive or an infinitive phrase acts as the subject, it performs or controls the action of the verb. For example, in the sentence, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Both to err and to forgive are subjects. Another example, to study mathematics at Harvard was her ultimate dream. Here, the entire phrase to study mathematics at Harvard is the subject. Using infinitives as subjects can make your sentences more concise and impactful. Notice how these phrases set the tone for what the sentence is about. Let's look at another example. To live in the city means adjusting to a completely different lifestyle. Here, to live in the city is the subject, and it's followed by the verb means. Using infinitives as subjects is common in both spoken and written English, especially when you want to generalize or talk about activities in an abstract way. Try creating your own sentences using infinitives as subjects to get comfortable with this structure. Now, let's move on to infinitives as objects. In this role, the infinitive acts as the direct object of a verb, receiving the action. For example, in "you appear to be correct," the phrase "to be correct" is the object of appear. Similarly, they're attempting to solve the equation, uses to solve the equation as the object. Remember, only transitive verbs can take direct objects, so you'll find infinitives in this position mainly after such verbs. Infinitives that act as objects are sometimes called verb complements. For instance, in "let me know if you decide to leave early," to leave early complements the verb decide. Other examples include "we hope to go in the near future" and "we rarely manage to get out of the house for the night." These structures are common in everyday English, making your speech and writing more natural and fluent. Let's put your knowledge to the test with some practice sentences. For example, "him eating gets on my nerves." Should you use watch or to watch? The correct answer is, to watch him eating gets on my nerves. Practice like this helps reinforce the rules and makes using infinitives second nature. Try filling in the blanks with the correct infinitive forms in similar sentences. Let's review the answers together. For example, "we ought to get some more bulbs." Here, to get is the correct infinitive form. Another, "the main thing is to stay calm." Reviewing answers helps you understand why certain forms are correct and strengthens your grasp of infinitive usage. If you made mistakes, don't worry, practice makes perfect. Infinitives are also used as objects in reported speech, especially after reporting verbs. For example, "he asked to help us fix the car," or "she said not to answer the phone." In these cases, the infinitive expresses what was said or asked in the past. This structure is common in both formal and informal English, making your communication more precise and efficient. Certain verbs require more information about their objects, especially when the object is a person. This is where object complements come in. An infinitive can act as an object complement, describing or completing the direct object. For example, "I don't expect you to approve of my decision." Here, to approve of my decision complements you. This structure is essential for expressing complex ideas clearly. Let's see more examples. "She's forcing me to work through the weekend." Janet's father wants her to go to Harvard, and he persuaded me to marry him. In each case, the infinitive phrase provides essential information about the object. Mastering this structure will help you write and speak with greater accuracy and depth. Now, let's practice with object complements. For example, "the teacher advised the students harder." The correct answer is to work. Another, "I requested him to help me." Practicing these structures will make your English more natural and expressive. Try filling in the blanks with the correct infinitive forms in similar sentences. Let's wrap up what we've learned. Infinitives can function as subjects, objects, and object complements, making them a versatile tool in English grammar. Through examples and practice, you've seen how infinitives add clarity, precision, and depth to your sentences. Keep practicing, and soon using infinitives will feel effortless. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring the power of English grammar.